Good morning and happy Sunday. I just took care of some work, and I'm kind of sort of order what I have to do today or what I have to do tonight. But I feel called to make this short video because I sensed something different. Now, for the things I'm doing in my life now, there's no time frame. You can't say don't contact me from a certain period of time. And the reason is the lifestyle for me right now. The requirement requires a constant consistency in communication. I can decide when to reply people, but I also feel like when people send you a message for certain things, sometimes they want an instant reply or just say, hey, I got your message and I know what you need me to do in the next couple hours. So I don't have any problem with that. But sometimes, especially weekend and Saturday, Sunday, you woke up and saw certain messages, right? But I'm not saying those messages are bad, but those things that they are, some are urgent, some are stressed, some are frustrated things. So today, my message is actually, I'm not sure how long it takes you to realize you are in which state. What I mean by that is sometimes you wake up, you get thing, and you take care of working these things through right away. By the time you realize that you already spent an hour on this thing, the first thing you wake up, right? And your mood is suddenly just changed because if you're stress situation, you're probably going to take on some stress as well. I'm not saying the stress bad or good. It's just you instantly you will pick up. And I had those situations before. Sometime wake up, have a stress message, instantly ruin my whole day. Literally, now it's just the situation itself is really stressful, and I was like, oh, what am I going to do with this one? How can I reply? How can I deal with that? That's the stress. That's the instant stress. Then this morning, I got two messages. Yeah, of course it's Sunday, and of course that I hop right in. But the interesting part is I caught myself on my way to be really stressed. It usually, I feel the process before is like after I'm done with that, and I was like, oh my goodness, I just realized I was stressed. I didn't realize in the moment I was. But today is actually, I caught it at an early stage. It's actually, I sensed it. I read those messages and I realized I feel this stress. I feel this frustration. And I was, okay, this is another test because a lot of things in our life is like you're like, why things repeatedly happen over and over and over and over, and I'm done with that. When you say you're done with that, you're actually not done with that, because you still use the older way to deal with the similar situation. So if you still use the same way to deal with the same situation, you are not done with that. Something needs to be changed. The situation not going to be changed because that's the lesson. And the only thing going to change is the way you deal with the situation. So I was like, okay, this is test. I mean, those kind of things, in the life, especially I'm in this business, I cannot totally wipe it away. You can't. You just got to, it doesn't matter if it's Sunday or it's Monday or Tuesday. Which day doesn't matter. The matter is when the similar situation comes, how I'm going to respond to it. So, and I caught myself at the early stage, and I kind of like intentionally breathing. I was like, okay, here is another similar challenge that gonna see whether how good I can handle that. So it's really interesting, and also thanks to Feel Good. I think his recent video was talking about like people was asking they want to connect with like ETs or Pleiadians or other beings, right? And they're like, why they don't contact me? And he said it's like they are contact you, and through those difficult times, through those challenges, through those triggers. And it took me a while. I actually watched that video 2 times because I couldn't get it. I was like, what do you mean? Then I realized when the trigger happens, when the harsh situation happens, when challenge happens, that's the moment. It's a test. If you can have the harsh moment, challenge trigger, you could, not saying overcome, but it's like you not get triggered, you use a different way to approach it. During that process, you are connecting this energy. You are open for this energy to help you to overcome, get through those triggers, challenges, instead of use the lower dense energy to fight back. Do you see? So, and I'm not sure whether I relate that 100%, but I got it, and I tried to use my own words to express that. Maybe I did not express very well, but this morning, when the same thing happened, and I was literally, I could use my lower this vibration to take care of the situation, or I could deep breathe, also realize this is a challenge, realize this is something frustrating, frustrated situation I'm dealing with. But I could shift my mindset and approach it in a different way, which I did. So I just want to share with you guys, I know it's Sunday morning, and but I started probably with really low energy because I, somehow last night I slept like 10, 11 hours. I didn't wake up until 11:30. I don't even know like why I slept so long, but I might need it and my body needed it. But I just want to share this with you guys because I think it's big step then when you can catch yourself before you run into certain situation compared to before you catch yourself halfway through the situation, or before you would realize after you gone through the situation. So I would treat that as a improvement and a success. So hope you guys all have a beautiful day, and happy Sunday again.